Okay, hi guys. Today we'll be talking about this program in C++, okay, input-output manipulation and file I/O. Okay, so first thing, okay, is input-output manipulation. The purpose of this is to format input and output, okay, and then in order to do formatting for input and output, you have to use IO manipulation header. Okay, IO uh, header file. So there are two useful functions. Okay, for this one, the first one is to set width. Okay, and the other one is set precision. This one is for setting the precision for real numbers. Okay, so set width, okay, as the name indicates, okay, is for you to set how many spaces for you to display the output. Okay, for example, set width, okay, set W 15 means you're allocating 15 spaces for output. Okay, so for example, the word banana, it needs at least 6 spaces, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 characters here. So it needs at least 6 spaces for output. Okay, and then another example is this real value 12.345. Okay, it also needs at least 6 spaces. Okay, you can count it 1, 2, okay, decimal point 3, 4, 5, and 6 spaces for output. So when you are using set width, okay, width here is an integer number, maybe 10, 15, 20, okay, it's up to you. So the width, okay, the integer value must be at least 6 or above, okay, for banana and for this one. Okay, if you have shorter words, then it can be lesser. So by default, the output is left justified. So for example, okay, if you are printing out, okay, banana, okay, with a set width of 10, okay, meaning that your computer will allocate 10 spaces for output, right? But then it is left justified. So you only use up the first 6 spaces to print out banana. So the rest will be empty. Okay. Okay, so if you want to use left or right justification for your output, okay, you can do it this way. Okay, C out, and then you put left here to indicate that it has to be left justified, and then you want to give 10 spaces for the output. Okay, and then this is what you want to print out, banana, right? So end of line. Okay, and then in order to use a right justification, so you have to change this left to right, right? Change the keyword from left to right. Okay, set width of 10, banana, end of line. So the output will be right justified. Okay, so set precision is for real numbers. Okay, so for example, set precision of 3 means you're going to set 3 digits after the decimal point. This is normally used together with keyword fixed or scientific. So for example, you want to set precision of 3 for value 0.1, right? So if you are using a fixed notation, okay, so you're expecting 0.1003, what is that? 3 digits after the decimal point. Okay, so this is called fixed notation. Okay, so if you want to use scientific notation, okay, you only need to change fixed to scientific. Okay, so C out, okay, you want the result in scientific notation, okay, and precision of 3. Okay, and then the value that you want to print out, okay, end of line, and then the result that you get is 1.000, okay, 10 to the power of -1. Okay, e minus 001 means 10 to the power of -1. Okay, that means 0.1. Okay, so if you want to set precision, okay, with set width, you can do that also. Okay, so the only thing you need to do is you include this line of code before fix and set precision. Okay, so from set width, okay, this is a string. Okay, and then you can, after that, then you want to do left justified or right justified. Okay, you add this keyword before set width, right? And then for set precision, okay, you want it in fixed notation or scientific notation, then set precision. So if you want to use set precision, okay, with set width, so you have to put set width, okay, before set precision and fix. Okay, so you can change the keyword from left to right justified. Okay, depends on your application. Okay, so if you do this one, okay, meaning that you're printing out 0.150, okay, precision of 3, right, and then it's left justified. So you're asking the computer to allocate 10 spaces for output. Okay, and then for right justified output, you'll be getting this one. Actually, you only have 3, right? Okay, maybe it's better for me to change it to 4. Okay, easier. Okay, meaning that you're setting precision to 4. Okay, so you're expecting 4 decimal points after 4 digits after decimal point. Okay, so the value that you want to print out is 0.15. Okay, 0.1500. Okay, then 10 spaces right justified. Okay, so this is what is that, file IO? No, this is what is that, input output manipulation. Okay, then the next thing is file IO. Okay, so the purpose here is to read data from external file or to write data into external file. Okay, in order to do this, you have to include the file stream header file. Okay, file stream header file is fstream. Okay, file stream. Okay, and then the two useful functions here are input file stream. Okay, that's what this one is for reading input file, and output file stream. Okay, OF stream. This one is to write data into output file. Okay, before we move on to the programming part, okay, there's something that we need to look at, okay, for your input data file. Okay, so the input data file can be in txt, .dat or .bak formats. Okay, and then the file must be stored in the same C++ file directory. Okay, the file directory where you store your C++ code. Okay, and then you have to make sure that the file name is short and contains no spacing. Okay, example of good file name is student record, right? If you want to create a data file for student record, so it's better for you to do it this way: student dash underscore, okay, record, then .txt. Okay, or you can do it this way: student record.txt without the underscore or spacing. Okay, example of bad file names are student record with the spacing in between the two words. So this one is not okay. Okay, and student record at Segi University, this one is too long and contains spacing. So this one is no good as well. So for example, the fruit data arrangement. Okay, so in table form, okay, we have this one. Okay, so the first column is fruit. Okay, and then the second column is rack number, and then the third column is price per kg. Okay, but in your data file, we are excluding this header. Okay, we're excluding the table header, so we only need this data. Okay, we only need the data in the table. Okay, so in your data file, okay, so it's called fruit underscore database.txt. Okay, so I open it in Notepad, and then so here it contains the data. Okay, I copy directly from this table. Okay, and then one thing you have to be careful with is this. Okay, the data ends here, so you have to make sure that the the pointers, the cursor, okay, ends here. Okay, you don't put the cursor here. Okay, because this one later on when we want to use end of file. Okay, this one it's to indicate that the data ends here, not here. Okay, if you put it here, meaning that you're expecting another line of data here. Okay, let's go to the practical programming part. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to start up the Visual Studio 2019, and then you need to create a new project. Okay, it's a console app. Next, okay, I would like to call it file IO, and then I'm gonna store it at where do okay, lecture notes. Okay, programming here. Okay, and then okay, I need to create a new program. Okay, I call it file IO. Enter, select folder. Okay, create. Okay, once you've opened the text editor, okay, the Visual Studio text editor, so the next thing you need to do is to create the template for your program. Okay, so this one I'll call it file IO, right? And then you can proceed with including the header files needed for the program. So you need to include, okay, the IO stream, okay, for C in, C out. And then you need to include F stream for file input and output, okay. And then you need to include IO manipulation header, okay, IO manip, okay, for formatting your input and output. And then you need to include standard library, okay, C standard library, std library, okay. This one is for exit, okay. And then using namespace std, right, this one is standard, okay. And then the next thing you need to do is to create your main function, okay. And then before you terminate the program, you have to do return 0. Okay, so with this one, okay, if you want to create a stream, a file stream to read the input file, okay, you have to use if stream, okay, and then you name this input file, okay, input file, okay. And then you can use this input file, object, okay, to open the external file, okay. So in this case, the external file would be our data file, fruit data base.txt, okay. So after you've opened this file, after you have opened this file, so you need to check whether the file is open successfully. Okay, so if input file is .fail, okay, if it doesn't open successfully, so you need to prompt the user cout, okay, the input file fail to open, okay, and then end of line, okay, and then you ask the system to give it a pause, so you need to system, okay, give it a pause, okay. So what this line does is it will ask the program, okay, after printing out this one, okay, we'll pause and wait for the user to press any key to continue, okay. So if you put this one here, okay, then the user will have time to look at the error message, right? So this one exit one, okay, do this. So after you've done this, okay, and then you can close the file, okay, input file.close, right, and then if everything is correct, we won't be seeing this line, okay, we won't be seeing this line. So if you run the program now, okay, so we don't see the error message, right? So click on this one. So let's say if I give a wrong file name, okay, maybe I call this time database 1, right? I don't have this file in my file directory, so I'm expecting this error message. So if I run the program now, okay, yes, so the input file failed to open, press any key to continue. So this is what this line does, okay, system pause, continue, right, continue, okay. So I don't need this. So so the next thing, after the file has been successfully opened, okay, so you need to read the file, right? So you need to read the file. So you need to use while loop, okay, to read the file data line by line, okay, until it reaches end of file. So while it is not end of file, input file, okay, okay, dot end of file, okay. So while it is not end of file, read the line, okay, read the whole line. So so you need to read, right? So so for normal reading, okay, from input is cin, but this time, okay, you have to use input file, okay, and then read the first data, okay, the first data is string, okay, second data is integer, third column of data is real number, okay. So the first one is string, I'll like to call it fruit, okay. Then the second one is rect, that one is integer, and then the third one is price, right, price, okay. Now you see the three words are highlighted. Why? Because I have not what I said, declare them yet, okay. I've not declared what they are yet. So the first one is string, that's for fruit, okay, and then the second one is integer for rect, and then double precision real number for price, right? So now I've read the input, okay, from my input file, okay, and then now I want to print out the input file, the input data. So what I would do is I'll key the first one is fruit, okay, second one is rack, okay, the third one is price, okay, and then end of line, okay. So this is without any formatting, okay. So if I run the program, okay, so you see orange, okay, rack 1, price 2, okay, and then April 2 and 4, they are all crammed together, okay. So this is not okay. So I like to give some spacing, okay, between the data. So what I would do is I'll give tab spacing, okay, between the data, dot slash t, okay, in between the data. So now let's have a look at the output again, okay. So this is what we see here. So we have orange, okay, this is one is rack number, and then the second one is the price of that particular fruit, right? So this one, okay, it is still not very nicely organized. So what I would do is I'll give it a little bit of formatting, okay. So instead of giving a tab, okay, I want to okay, I want to give it a little bit of formatting. So the first one I want to do is set width, okay, set width, maybe I'll use 10, okay. So if I look at data here, okay, so if we count, the longest string is this one, right? So if we count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, I need at least 11 spaces, okay, for fruit, okay. So set with 10 obviously is not enough, so I'll put 15 instead, okay. So set with 15 for fruit, okay. And then for rack, okay, okay, I need to do this, okay. So set with rack, maybe I'll give it 5, okay, for rack. And then I'll give it a tab, okay. I'll give it a tab first, then I will use set precision for price. For precision, maybe I want precision 2, okay, for price. So set okay, set precision 2, okay, for price. Then and then this is not enough because I need to tell them what kind of notation I want to print out. So I'll use fixed notation for price, right, instead of scientific, okay. So if I do this, let's have a look. Now I've got very good what is that, output, okay. So if I want the first column to be left justified, okay, I can do this. What I need to do is set width, okay. Before set width, I need to put left, right, and then set width 15, and then this one I'll put left also, okay, and then set width of 5 and give a tab. Right, if I run the program again, okay, yes, now this one is left justified, okay, and then I have 2 precision, okay, precision of 2 for price. Now I've got a very nice output. Okay, so this is reading from file, okay, reading from file and print out. Okay, so the next thing is, what if I want to read the file, okay, I want to read the data file, okay, and then I want to flip these 2 columns, okay, I want the price to be in the second column and the rec number in the third column. Okay, so what I'll need to do is I will create another file, okay, I'll call it new fruit database, okay, and then I'll read the file from fruit database, okay, I'll read the file from fruit database, okay, and then I will rearrange this data line by line. Okay, so now let's have a look how I do it. So okay, so this one, okay, I have to modify it from here. I have to modify it from here. Okay, or maybe I should start over. I think it's better to start over so that you can have a what is that, better understanding. Okay, so okay, I'll start from here. Okay, so if the input file fail, okay, and then cout print out the input file failed to open, okay, and then exit, and then you have to create another file stream, okay, to open new fruit database file, right? So you have to create a output file, okay, output file dot, oh no, before that you have to create this OF stream, okay, output file, okay, and then output file dot open, okay, new fruit fruit database.txt, okay, and then the next one, the mode, okay, you have to use iOS double dot, this one is truncate, okay, TRUNC, truncate, okay. So what this means here is it will check, okay, whether there is a file called new fruit database in the directory. If that isn't, okay, it will create a new fruit database file in the system, in the directory, okay. So if it already has a new fruit database file, okay, what it will do is it will just replace the existing database file, new fruit database file, with a new blank new fruit database file, okay. So this is what this does, okay. So it does 2 things. One, if there is no existing new fruit database file, it will create one, okay. If there is already existing new fruit database file, it will replace it with a new one, okay, with a blank one. So the next thing is because you know that you're replacing the new fruit database file, right? So you don't have to check. So the next thing is okay, now you have already opened it, okay. So the next thing you need to do is you need to read the input file, right? So you need to use while loop for that, right? So if not input file, okay, reaches end of line, end of file. Okay, and then what you do is you read, okay, input file. Okay, you read the file, fruit. Okay, the next one is rank, the next one is price, right? Okay, so instead of cout, okay, what you need to do here is you need to use output file, right? Now you're writing the data into output file. Okay, so the first thing you want to input is fruit. Okay, and then the second thing is price. The third thing is rank. Right? Okay, this one is without formatting. Okay, okay. Before we compile and run the program. Okay, we need to do this, close, input file, close, and then output file. Okay, close also. Okay, you run this one. Okay, so if you look at here, now this I've created a new fruit database file, right? So what you see is all the data are crammed together in one line. Okay, if I delete this one, okay, if I delete that one, I run again. Okay, close this one and go back to the directory. Okay, so you see new fruit database is being created, right? But with the data all crammed together in one line. So this is not desirable. So what I would do next is, okay, I'll give it a little bit of formatting. So what I would do is, okay, the first one, okay, I'll need to give it a set width. Okay, set width, maybe I'll give it a 15. Okay, and then I like to have it left justified, so I'll give it a left. Okay, so this one is for fruit. Then I'll bring this, okay, down to the next line, okay, to make it more readable for human. So then again drag, okay, to the next line, right, to do this. So this one, price, I also like it to have I like to have it left justified, so left, okay, and then left justified. Yes, now we cannot do this, right? So what I would do here is I need to, yes, I still need to left justified, okay, and then I need to give it a width. Okay, maybe this one I'll give it a 10. Okay, and then I'll give a set precision for it. Okay, I like to have it a fixed notation, and then I'll set precision of 2. Okay, and then I'll print out price. Okay, and then for rank, okay, for rank I also like to have it left justified, and then set width. Okay, set width of maybe 5 is enough. Okay, rank. Okay, and then end of line. Right. So after it prints this data with this format in one line, okay, it goes to next line in the next loop, right? So if I run the program now, okay, so I'm expecting something like this. Yes, right? So if I compare it with the fruit database, okay, my new fruit database looks something like this. Okay, so orange, Okay, this one, the old database, rec first, then price. Okay, now in new database, okay, I've got these two columns flipped. Okay, so now I've got a very nice formatted output. Okay, so after that, input file close, output file close. Don't forget to do that. Okay, I think that's it for today's lecture. Thank you very much for joining, for listening. Okay, I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.